What is going on, you guys? Cole Harvey here, and today I want to give you 3 ways that you can level up your relationship game with your existing clients. Okay, so before we get into all of that, if you guys are liking what you're getting here on the channel, make sure you're hitting that like button, smash the subscribe button below, and leave us a comment so we can get our content on the channel here each and every week. Okay, so let's get into it. What's going on, you guys? This is Cole Harvey with Lifetime Realty in Orange, California, and I want to talk about ways you can level up your existing relationship game with your clients right now to get more referrals in your business long-term and in the near term. So this came to mind when I was at an event just yesterday, seeing an attorney speak about a whole bunch of other issues, a guy that's been in business in his field for over 40 years. And we were talking about the relationship he had with his realtors. He just in the last couple of years made a major move across country. He grew up in California his whole life, and he moved back east where his wife's family lives and where she grew up. And we're talking about the compensation you have to pay your agent when you sell your house. We're talking about service and all that kind of stuff. And what he told me was his agent helped him and his family with the emotional, stressful part of the process in such an awesome way that he ended up creating what's going to be a lifelong relationship with this agent. So he was talking about the kind of the emotional stress that not only goes into selling your home, but then moving from a place you've lived for a long time, and how his agent was able to facilitate every aspect of the move for him, really made the whole process really easy and clean for them and really supported them throughout. And how by doing that and by really leaning in on their customer care, that he didn't think twice about the commission rate he was paying that agent to sell his house. He didn't think about anything else because the agent made things so easy for him. And now, in the 2 or 3 years since he's made that move, because of the quality of service, he's given that agent 14 separate transaction referrals just by doing an awesome job for him. So it goes to show you that really the relationship quality you build and the service you provide your clients goes a real long way into getting more repeat referral business. Okay, so how can we apply this to our business to really level up our referral game and level up the relationships we're having? Number 1 is to really focus on transactional excellence. And what I mean by that is just like the example I gave you. What can you do throughout the process to really make it smooth and easy for your customers? How can you level up your communication? How can you make them have more peace of mind to the process? How can you answer questions for them before they came up? How can you be ahead of concerns? Any little thing you can do, even if it's just a little bit better than what you're doing currently, will go a long way to maximizing your customer's experience. Remember, we're not just consultants, we're also customer service agents, right? We're helping people through an incredibly stressful and important transaction. And the more we can really make that a good experience for them, the better they're going to think of us forever. And we can guarantee more referral business and become top of mind no matter when they hear about real estate. Okay, so tip number 2 is once you close is to have a really solid follow-up game to stay tight with your customers right after closing. So if you're representing a buyer or a seller, as long as they're getting into their new home, it's really important that you have a systematic way to stay in touch immediately after closing. So what I recommend you do and what I've done for a long time is every time I close escrow, they obviously hear from you closing and keys. I always follow up 1 week after closing, 2 weeks after closing, 1 month, and then 90 days after closing. Just check in, say what's going on, make sure they're getting settled in, see if there's anything that's maybe happened with their property. Maybe they have a home warranty issue that came up. Maybe they're finding out some stuff they'd like to do to improve the home. Maybe you have a referral for a contractor, or you can make a recommendation for a painter or someone that can help them get it done. Either way, you don't want to ever abandon your clients once you close and get paid. So much of the relationship is built in the follow-up afterwards that if you can have a systematic way of staying in touch and following up to make sure they're happy with the transaction and things are going well in their new home, you will get so many more referrals, and you'll really solidify yourself as the number 1 person they think of for the rest of their lives every time they think of real estate. Okay, now the third thing you can do to really make that relationship tight, aside from being excellent in the transaction and separate from your follow-up afterwards and the immediacy, is really focusing on having a legitimately quality personal relationship with them going forward. So if you aren't following up with all of your past clients at least every 90 days, I want you to really think about a systematic way to stay in touch with them forever, but in a personal and quality kind of way. So what I mean by that is, you don't want to ever have your past clients just getting, recipe cards or market updates or information about you and your business forever, because they're not going to like that. But get in the habit of not just maybe sending them like an email newsletter, but reach out to them quarterly. And like when I say reach out to them quarterly, if you have the scale for it, just make a phone call and have a conversation with them quarterly. It doesn't have to be a phone call to ask them for referrals or to see if they know someone who needs any help. In fact, you don't even have to bring up real estate. You can just check in with them and see how they're doing. If you're not good at small talk, take a couple of minutes to look at their social media and see what's going on with them lately. Maybe they've been remodeling the house you sold them, or maybe they just went on a vacation, or maybe one of their kids just graduated from high school. There's always personal things you can ask them about. And what's important about that is the more personal people feel connected to you, the more likely they are to not forget you and keep you top of mind, which is what we want, right? Remember, our past clients, if you can follow up with them forever, if you can maintain that relationship, and if you can really do a good job for them, legitimately they are worth at least $100,000 in commission in referrals for the rest of your career. So think about that. You're stacking $100,000 in future income for every good job you've done on every closing. And you should be thinking about your past clients in your overall sphere in those kind of terms. Because after all, a referral from a sphere person or a past client is going to be the easiest listing appointment you're ever going to go on, because they've already hired you before you showed up. Okay, so there you have it. Those are 3 ways you guys can level up your relationship game to get more referrals and more repeat business. If you guys are liking what we're doing here, please leave me a comment below. Let me know if there's anything we can help you out with below. Hit that subscribe button, smash that like bell, and we will see you guys here on the channel every single week. Let's level up together every day.